Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. It's about 9 a.m. Getting, a relatively reasonable start to the video this morning. But I'm showered, I'm clean, I'm ready to start the day. A little bit chilly and noisy out here. They're mowing the lawn at my neighbor's house, but definitely not bad. You can actually see some of the sort of frost on the grass. It's not like it's frozen or anything, but it's cool. And I've apparently let myself get into a video making funk again. I guess just with the whole downtime because of Easter and whatnot, I just haven't been making videos at all. So today I'm gonna try to rectify that. I got a bunch of videos in the pipeline, things that are half done, and I'm gonna try to finish some of them. First and foremost, it's 9 a.m. so I've got a little under an hour until my morning meeting, so I'm gonna take maybe 15 minutes and try to finish up this structure scanner sensor thing that I keep talking about. I did take a little bit of time last night and played with it just to make sure I was up to date with where it needed to be and that everything was charged. So now I've got an interesting idea for how to do that video, how to finish it. And this is my thought. Basically what I'm probably gonna end up doing with this iPad scanner sensor is holding it up here in front of the Errands 100 or whatever camera I decide to end up using, and then using that to look around. Because it's a 3D scanner, it's really only useful if you are moving around. So in order to show off what it can do, kind of need to be able to move. But as you may be able to see there, I'm holding this at a weird angle. Yeah, there you go. You can actually see what I'm seeing on the iPad in the Errands 100. It's just a really funky angle for me. The problem is if I use any of the extensions for this to make it stick out farther, it means that I can't exactly reach my arms out beyond the end of it. My arms are not that long. I almost need like a chest harness to put the camera on, but then I can't see what the camera's seeing. Maybe I should do this with a camcorder instead, because the camcorder, at least I would have a flip out screen that would tilt up. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think this is a much better option. I switched over to the AX33, the Sony camcorder I normally use, and now I've got this little flip out screen that you, again, probably can't see, but I can hold the iPad at a relatively reasonable distance and move it around and be able to see what's going on without having to just look at my belly button. Filming it in that way was definitely a bit of a mistake, in my opinion. But I couldn't really come up with a very good way other than that would allow me to capture what was on the screen and also be moving around the room at the same time. I guess I could have bought an iPad connection cable kit, but as I've mentioned, I'm trading the iPad into Amazon, so I don't really want to invest more into it if I'm not going to have one. And then I think about it and realize that, oh wait, no I couldn't, because you have to have this lightning connection for the actual structure scanner sensor thing to work. So no, I couldn't do a capture on it. Good to know. That was great. Video 1 is done. I'm rendering it right now. I've got it rendering on the desktop. I would have done it on the Mac, but I had already edited so much of it. I'd edited, weird treadmill sounds. I'd already edited like 5 minutes of the video, and it's now like a 9-minute video. No, I guess I'd only done 3 minutes because I added like another 6 minutes of wrap-up stuff. Anyway, that video is now done. It's rendering on the desktop. I'm done. And there's so many other videos that I'd like to try to wrap up. I don't know how many of them I'm gonna actually be able to do today. Maybe the Papago dash cam thing. I know I've just got to make like the closing outro type thing. Here's what the footage looks like. Here's my thoughts and impressions on it. And just like that, just a little while later, the iPad is boxed up and ready to go. I went ahead and did the factory reset on it and everything. I was fighting with myself over and over again as to whether or not I wanted to actually do it. But realistically, I'm sitting on top of a device that's worth about 250 bucks, or was. And now that they've released another new iPad, it's worth like 125 bucks. So, I mean, looking over at Swappa, the most recently sold ones in near mint condition are 250 bucks. And that's 250 bucks where Swappa is getting $10 of it and you still have to ship it out to somebody. You have to pay for the shipping. No, just no. Amazon's paying for this, for shipping it to them. And as long as they actually give me the 250 that they promised, because it is in the condition that I say that it's in, it's like new. I mean, it's in excellent condition. Then hopefully all will be well. I've also gone ahead and packaged up the structure sensor 3D scanner thing, but I cannot take it and mail it today because it's not UPS. I thought it was. I thought this whole time that it was. But no, it's FedEx Ground. If it were FedEx Express, it would be okay. But it's not. It's FedEx Ground. So I have to actually drive to another town entirely that has a FedEx Ground to take it to them. Supposedly, you can actually request them to come pick it up, and I'm tempted. I mean, just because it's like Tuesday and I'm not going to be back in a town where they have one until at least next Monday, because I'm going into Louisville next Monday. Okay then. Apparently, I just happened to, like, there was a piece of paper that came with the FedEx Ground thing that I hadn't even bothered to read. It says, place the shipping label on the container ship it one of three ways. 1, use your regular scheduled pickup. I don't have one. 2, drop it off at FedEx. That's how I've done it so far. 3, schedule a pickup. I didn't know that that was an option. So I went ahead and went to their website, fedex.com/return pickup. And it says just enter the tracking number, enter your information, and they'll pick it up. So apparently, if all goes well, tomorrow they're gonna come by and pick this thing up, and it's gonna be out of my hair. Wow. I may have to, wow. I mean, I've dealt with FedEx Ground many, many times before, and it's been a pain in the butt because I always had to drive there. I didn't know this. And just like that, the 3D scanner sensor video is up on YouTube, ready to go. People are watching. And I have to head out the door because I'm going to take this package over to UPS and get it out of my hands. It's also noon, so I probably ought to think about doing something for lunch. Not so great decisions were made for lunch, but oh, they will be tasty. And it's much, much later, and I was actually super productive. I got my oil changed, I got lunch and blah, blah, blah. Came home, Duncan is home, but before he got home, I took some time and filmed about the time dock for Pebble Time. That's sitting over there. I've tested it briefly, seems to be working just fine. I also filmed a quick video about the updates for the DJI Osmo, meaning I took it outside and actually did a few short video clips with it, cobbled it all together in just a quick, here's what has changed since I started using it. So that video will probably go up tomorrow morning. I don't know, maybe late tonight. I've got so many videos in the works at this point. I've got lots of caffeine in my system, so I'm in video production mode, which is great. But it's 4 o'clock, like I said, I've got to go get the baby. And we're off on the road to get Ellis. You know the funny thing, I mentioned I went and got an oil change. The funny thing about the place that I go have it done, the Valvoline instant oil change place, they will try to nickel and dime you. Oh, well, while you're here, do you want an air filter or some wiper upgrades, or we'll redo your transmission, we'll reflush your transmission? And I mean, it's like if I did everything that they suggested, it would be probably $1,000 before it was all said and done. I know they're just trying to make money, but wow.
Baker's hands. Roll it up, pitch it in the pan. Yum, yum, yum it up. Yum, yum, yum it up.
He looks like he's in a good mood, though.
Boop.
And hooray, everyone is home, and we are hot dogging it up tonight. And he is in just a super good mood. He was laying on his little play mat, just playing and talking to the little characters. Well, I'm gonna have to look into a second battery and potentially a different kind of charger. I was thinking about going out to fly the Phantom 3, and yeah, battery was less than half charge. Still a really nice sunset out there. Just in case you are curious, that is what it looks like. Very nice. I'm just snuggling up in here. Being all cuddled. He looks tired.
He is tired.
Yeah. He's been sleeping all the time.
That's what he does. He's a baby.
And I have been so productive. I got the 2 videos uploading at this point. The Osmo firmware update video and the time dock, Pebble Time charging dock video. Gonna have them go up at just 10 o'clock in the morning the next couple of days. There's not gonna be time, but if there is time, I've definitely got more videos to work on. Always more videos to work on. I want to make the Osmo filter video another one that I do very quickly, and the ones for the Phantom 3. It's all about finding the time to go outside and finding the time to find the right environments and whatnot, because like the ones for the Osmo are, one's a CPL, circular polarizing filter, so you have to have something reflective that you can not be reflective, and then the other one's neutral density filter, so you actually have to have it be really, really bright outside such that you're going to want to turn it down to get a better shot. So yeah, that's going to take some planning. And the ones for the Phantom 3, they're like gradient filters, so I'm just going to have to sort of see how that works out. Well, it has been pointed out to me that I do need to be out running. It's, let's see, 9:15. Christina just got back from a run. Duncan is in bed. Ellis is in there resting, so I'm going to go run. And Finn pointed out in the comments that if I'm going to be doing this, I need to bring you guys along for it. So I got to figure out some way to do that. I haven't hit a mile yet, but that, don't tempt me. Stop tempting me. We'll find out shortly if going this way was a bad idea or not. All right, getting dangerous now. Really glad I didn't bring a wallet. Not you either, Dominoes. Not doing it. And I am back and I've survived. About 35 minutes. Ran 5K, 3.15 miles or so. So I am chugging a bottle of water and having a relatively healthy snack. We've got some pepper jack, some honey roasted peanuts, and some raisins. Got 170 calories in it, which is a little high, but lots of protein, and it's better for me than like junk food. So yeah. Christina has moved on to bed. Ellis is sleeping beside me. I'm sitting here working on the vlog. Actually, I just finished editing all the stuff for today so far, so that's awesome. Just under 10 minutes. I was sitting here watching the latest Wheezy Waiter vlog. Apparently, he and China, I'm guessing it must have been over the Easter weekend, they came down to Kentucky. China's originally from Kentucky. If you're not familiar with him, Wheezy Waiter on YouTube. But China's his wife. She's originally from Western Kentucky, same as my wife, actually. I had a chance to meet Craig a few years ago. They had an event, and I think I did a vlog about it. Not sure if it's still out there on the interwebs or anything. Maybe I'll look it up. But apparently for this Easter weekend, they went back to her hometown of Owensboro for a day, and then they came through Lexington, which is pretty much where I am, on their way to Eastern Kentucky, doing the whole bourbon trail thing, which is kind of what we're known for. I've never been big into bourbon myself, but maybe at some point, I think I've mentioned this like in the Phantom 3 unboxing video, that I need to at some point try to go to one of the bourbon distilleries and take the drone with me, because they're beautiful. They do some amazing things, especially around the holidays. There's one of them around here that does a whole Christmas display where you can just drive through completely free. They do an Easter thing that we missed out on. That just really cool places. Anyway, very, very cool to see larger YouTubers coming through my neck of the woods. Just a pity not to get to see them. Oh well, I'm going to sit here and consume my very large bottle of water because I need it. I pretty much fell asleep giving giving Ellis his nightly bottle, and just got him to go to bed. Hopefully he's staying asleep. I am passing out myself, so good night, guys.